Hello guys, welcome to another video for the practice session of essay writing for your descriptive examination. Okay, and today the topic that we are going to take first of essay writing is should plastic be banned? Okay, plastic bags, okay, especially yeah, should plastic bags be banned? Okay, so this is a problem or a threat to the environment. So this topic comes under the category of environmental issues. Okay, these kind of topics are very common in exam because they give you certain burning issues of the society, or else they'll switch to technological things or to an environment based questions. So these kind of questions comes under the category of environmental issues related essays. Okay, so that is the way we are going to discuss today in this particular essay. Let's start now. Now, this is how an exact sample essay should look like. The division of the essay has been done into 4 paragraphs. Okay, let me show you. This is the first paragraph, then this is the second paragraph, then this is the third paragraph, and this is the final fourth paragraph. Exactly 250 words essay it is. Okay, so exactly the words have been placed and the sentences have been merged in such a manner that is covering every single aspect of an essay writing. So there's an introduction, there is a conclusion, and there are 2 body paragraphs in this essay which constitute to 250 marks, 2 to 250 words, and it will fetch you good marks because this essay is written in a simple language covering all the required contents. Now we will be discussing each and every paragraph of this essay in detail so that you get an idea about the content. If any kind of question will come up to you regarding the plastic waste or plastic bag, you will be in position to write the essay. You will have a content and the vocabulary to write it. So let's start with the first paragraph. Now, this is your introduction paragraph. So, if you see the essay is all about a question. They're asking you a question that do you think that the plastic bags should be banned or plastic bags should be banned or not? So, you will start like this. No one would deny that the plastic bags used in supermarkets, okay, the plastic bags which are used in supermarkets have a negative effect, or here you can write have an adverse effect. Okay, you can use a synonym. I also tell you the words which you can use in place of this word. So negative effect or an adverse effect on the environment, because you should a reason also you should specify that why exactly plastic bags are harmful, because they do not degrade and end up as litter in our cities or oceans. However, the replacement for plastic bags also carry significant environmental risk. That is why I think plastic bags should be banned. You have to give your clear-cut idea in your particular introduction that you are either in favor of this particular statement or you're not in favor of this statement, and this introduction clearly depicts that you are not in favor of what, you're not in favor of this particular thing, that plastic bags should be like in use. So you are like in the favor of the topic that yes, it should be banned. Okay, again I'll read an introduction for you. No one would deny that plastic bags used in supermarkets or shops have a negative effect on the environment because they do not degrade. Now, degrade means they do not get, they do not degrade, they do not destroy. They are always like a litter. Litter means like a waste. Okay, like a waste in our cities here and there. However, replacement for plastic bags also carry significant environmental risk. That is why I think that bags should not be banned. Okay, so I just forgot this line, not be banned. Particularly, this essay is not favoring the topic. Yeah, it's not favoring the topic because it's saying that when there are replacement for plastic bags that are also carrying some environmental risk. So if you ban plastic bags, the potential risk to environment will still be there. Now, students, essay comes under the different categories, like whether you agree or you disagree. I didn't see right now, but there, yes, this essay is against the motion. Okay, they're saying should plastic bags be banned, but you are actually not in favor of this thing. You are saying no, it should not be banned because the other substitute of plastic bags are also carrying a lot of environmental risk. So now you should know your idea. You have picked up one side, you have picked up one aspect. Now throughout the essay you will come up with the negativity, not of the plastic bags more, but of the other environmental risk as well. Let's start. The main environmental side effect related to plastic bag is that they pollute both the land and water. An insignificant percentage of people may reuse or recycle plastic bags, but most ultimately litter or thrown them in trash. If they are thrown in the trash, plastic bags will wind up in the ever increasing number of landfills and contribute to soil pollution. The ones that are simply tossed in the street clogged drains in cities and eventually find their way to sea and entangle marine life. That is why many feel that plastic bags should be banned. Now, because we're talking about plastic bags banning, you have given your idea that you don't want them to be banned because the other substitutes are also environmental, not environmental friendly. But in the first body paragraph, you have to discuss the negative aspect of like plastic bags and why this question has come up that these bags should be banned. This question has come up because plastic bags carry some kind of side effects, and all these side effects you have to mention in your particularly first body paragraph. Let me read the body paragraph for you once again. The environmental side effect related to plastic bags is that they pollute both land and water, and insignificant percentage of people may reuse or recycle plastic bags, but most ultimately litter or throw them in trash. If they are thrown in trash, plastic bags will wind up with an ever increasing number of landfills and contribute to soil pollution. The ones that are simply tossed in the street clog drains in cities and eventually find their way to sea and entangle marine life. That is why a lot of people or many feel that plastic bags should be banned. Now this is the body paragraph in which you will encircle your idea, because your idea was that plastic bags should not be banned. Despite the advantages of banning plastic bags, the solution for plastic bags are worse than the original problem. Yes, because you took up the topic in the beginning of the introduction that they should not be banned because the substitutes are also problematic. So in this body paragraph, you have to go with that particular idea which you picked in the introduction, that even if we ban the plastic bags, there will be a lot of advantages, but still the solution for plastic bag has more problems. Okay, let's see now. Most people who advocate banning plastic bags suggest paper bags, right? You know, whenever the government will ban the plastic bags, the option will be paper bags. But paper bags which are biodegradable or reusable bags that are typically made from cotton or plastic. Both of these replacements are flawed. Means paper or plastic bags which are paper bag or nylon bags or cotton bags, they also are full of flaws, because paper bags require use us to continue clearing forests and also carrying a large carbon footprint, right? If paper bags will be in trend, means paper comes from what? Paper comes from tree. So indirectly deforestation will be practiced. Okay, that means a lot of forests will be cleared and it will be a problem and a biggest threat to the environment as well. Reusable bags are plagued by similar problems. Independent studies have shown that production of cotton and reusable plastic causes more harm to the environment than disposable plastic. Coupled with the fact that reusable bags are more difficult to recycle, their overall effect on the environment is worse. Okay, so this paragraph revolved around the idea that you want that these bags should not be banned, because the reason is that if you will come up with other options like paper bags and like other disposable plastic bags, then these are also having the similar potential threat to the environment. Now, your conclusion part. In conclusion part, you can either give some suggestions, okay? You can either give suggestions or you can put up your own ideas. Now you will write, I do not think. Now here you can also add this particular word, to sum up. To sum up is a common line when it comes to essay writing. To sum up. To sum up, I do not think overly simplistic restrictions on plastic bags would have the desired positive effect. Rather than thoughtlessly banning them, policymakers should come up with a policy that balances the materials we use for bags in order to produce an overall positive impact on the environment. Means like immediately taking a decision to ban the plastic is not the solution. Rather, the policymakers should come up with such ideas that balances the material that we use for bags, that it should not be too unhealthy for the environment, and rather at the other side there should not be a need to ban or restrict on something. Okay, so this is your essay which has come to an end now, students. I hope you have read all the paragraphs and understood all the paragraph. You can add on the information. You just got a general idea about the essay, right? Making you understand these essay has nothing to do with your actual examination, because the topic will definitely vary, but the topic will revolve around only these topics like environment, technology, and a few common issues like that. So the idea of making you understand and explain these essays, that you gather some words in your mind. You gather how we introduce an essay, how we conclude an essay. All right, let's move ahead to the next essay. Okay, next essay is a burning issue in the society, which is very common nowadays. The topic is mob lynching. I've taken up this topic because a lot of time examiner judges you on the current scenarios. So it is important to understand it. So now the moment you get this particular topic, what you will start with, you will start with the introduction, then you will start with the body paragraph 1, then you will start with body paragraph 2, and you will start with the, you will end with the conclusion. Now in introduction, because this is a particular topic, this is a definition. So you should make people understand from your essay that what is the meaning of mob lynching. Okay. So your introduction shall contain the meaning of mob lynching, because this is a new topic and a lot of people do not know about it. So when you are writing an essay, it's very important that you make people aware about this particular name, what is called as mob lynching. Now body paragraph 1 and 2 will revolve around the positive and negative effect of that thing. But mob lynching is a negative issue, so definitely a negative consequences you will be containing in your body paragraphs. Now, in your body paragraph, you can also include some relevant examples of a mob lynching case that happened in your country. And as a conclusion, you should suggest the measure to stop it. Okay. This is how your essay should look like: a proper 4 paragraphs, simple, brief, to the point essay, fetching you good marks and covering the limit of 250 words. Let's start with the first paragraph. This is the first paragraph now. As I told you, you have to give the meaning in introduction. Mob lynching originates from two words, mob and lynch. A mob is a group of angry and violent people, whereas lynch means a crowd of people will lynch or kill the person they believe is guilty of something wrong he has done, but this lynching is done without a legal trial. So, yeah, you have to define what is mob and what is lynch. Mob, a group of people, and especially angry and violent people. Violent means like very furious people. Whereas lynch means the crowd of the people who want to lynch, basically want to kill the person. They believe that he is the culprit or guilty of doing a particular crime, but all this is being done without a legal trial. Means all this is being done without the law, on their own, independently. Sometimes mob lynching targets the people who are innocent but are accused of something on the basis of false statements, and therefore they are killed brutally by the people. See, when somebody is the culprit, so when things are done under the point of law, then there is a procedure for that. Okay, they want to just see whether that person is actually a culprit or not. They do twist and trial thing. Okay, they actually do a lot of trials and see whether he is guilty of the crime or not. But if it comes to mob lynching, because it's out of the law, people are furious. People do not follow any procedure, and people are ultimately killing the innocent person and who is accused of something on the basis of false statement. For example, if somebody told that he has been in that particular market when the theft took place, so he was in the market and people actually made a false statement. He is the culprit, but he wasn't. So people will kill them brutally. So this is all about mob lynching. Now this idea you are given in the first paragraph. Now comes the body paragraph 1. Now, because you're talking about mob lynching in general, not particularly your city, so you will come up with some examples of mob lynching and how it began. Mob lynching began in the 18th century in United States, and then it readily spread to other countries like India, South Africa, Mexico, Afghanistan, Europe, and Israel. There are various issues that gave birth to mob lynching. Yes, mob lynching came up out of the sudden. But what was the reason behind it? Okay, why it actually came up, right? Mob lynching actually came up because of certain reasons. Some reasons took place in society, and due to that reason, mob got furious and they started to start this particular practice of mob lynching. The mob lynching came up due to following factors like caste system, okay, religious issues, transporting beef, yes, that's a very common topic, child lifting, slaughtering, some false rumors about accusing someone of being involved in illegal activities, and much more. Yes, there are numerous, there are innumerable examples that lead to mob lynching, innumerable reasons that leads to mob lynching. Okay, the issues may be many, be any. Sorry, yeah, it's the mistake over here. Maybe any. The issues may be any, but the consequences of mob lynching are terrible, and this shameful practice is increasing day by day. Yes, mob lynching, there can be a lot of reason that will lead to mob lynching, but we are not concerned about the reason. We are actually have to be concerned about the consequences, or students, in place of consequences, you can use one vocabulary word, that is ramifications. Ramifications means what? Ramifications means that the bad consequences. So the consequences of mob lynching are terrible, or you can write dreadful or disastrous, or any word you can write, or any kind of like bad. Okay, this shameful practice is increasing day by day. The fact is that this practice is surging day by day. Now comes to body paragraph 2. Okay, people get involved in mob lynching due to various reasons. Okay, now again, you're talking about the reasons, some of which includes people losing trust in law and order, due to which they start taking actions on their own. Yes, a student, this is a major point that you cannot exclude from this essay, that why people become so furious. The reason is very, very simple. Sometimes people are not happy with the law and order in the country, right? Suppose somebody is a culprit, he seems to be the real culprit. Now people, they think if we will go under the law, if we will go according to the law, it will take years to years for this person to get the judgment. So as a part of furious nature or livid nature, they actually start taking actions on their own without trusting the government. Next is what? Yeah, also, many times police do not file complaints against the group of people, and therefore taking advantage of this, spreading of wrong information on social media accounts also to rise to mob lynching. Yes, sometimes it also happens that the police do not file complaints. They create a problem in filing complaints if you go over there. And as a result, people, they take advantage of this situation, right? They become aware, okay, police is not listening to us, so we'll take our own verdict on our own way. We will take our revenge in our own manner. So this is also one of the reasons which is happening. Then second most common thing that is the reason to mob lynching is a spread of wrong information to the social media. You know, in India also this thing is increasing, that a lot of people, they're using internet and forwarding the fake news, and as a result of fake news, the mob lynching and other kind of issues and violent activities come up in our country. Okay, so this is all about the body paragraph 2. Now let's move to body paragraph, sorry, we'll move to the conclusion part. Yeah, now in the conclusion part you have to suggest, okay, because it's an issue and it has to be eradicated from society. So your conclusion should be about suggestion. Generally, when you talk about any issue, what kind of suggestion can you give? The main suggestion is that government laws have to be very, very strict. The same thing you will write over here is strict laws should be enforced to stop mob lynching in the country. Okay, is strict. Or you can also use a vocabulary word over here. I'll write a vocabulary word over here. You can also write stringent. Yeah, stringent laws should be enforced to stop mob lynching in the country. A criminal should never be left out without punishing, and austere action should be taken against him to put him behind the bars. Behind the bars means to imprison him. Okay, so like criminals should not be left without punishment, and he should be given a deserving punishment according to the crime that he has committed. Okay, and police should always always stay alert to handle these kind of mobs as to avoid any kind of the people. Various campaigns and programs should start in the schools that teach about moral values and respect and logical thinking, so that later on children can differentiate between right and wrong. All these steps can reduce the incident of mob lynching and justice can prevail. So it's very important that not only the government but some other activities should be done. People should be taught about the moral values, the respect, the logical thinking, and all these steps can reduce the mob lynching and even the justice can prevail. Yeah, so students, now we're going to talk about a different topic of essay. The topic is environmental pollution, very common topic and very understandable topic. All those who have gone through this topic must have a great idea about this topic. It's one of the easiest topic that can come up in the examination. All right, so don't worry about it that it's a very easy topic, students. But it has to be discussed today because it's the common topic as well. So let's start with the essay. How you can begin the essay. Now, this is how you can write an essay on the environmental pollution. Okay, a lot more you can introduce in this essay because the content has to be very, very solid. The pollution topic is something which you have studied in environmental studies and science and geography as well. So you must be very well aware about the content. So discussing this topic does not create a lot of any different ideas, but yes, the topic should like cover the aspect of environmental pollution. Examiner can give you this topic in certain aspect, like they can tell you write the consequences of environmental pollution or environmental pollution a great danger for the earth, like these kind of topics can come up. So you have to begin your topic understanding from the introduction. Introduction shall consist of the meaning of the environment pollution. And yeah, environment means all the natural things that surround us. You have to give the brief definition of environment. The environment means what? All the things that are surrounding us. Damage to the environment is increasing at an alarming rate due to human activities. Yes, the our environment is damaging, and this damage is increasing at a very alarming rate. Alarming rate means something which is very sudden and an astonishing rate due to the human activities. It has not only degraded our environment but is a potential danger to the future generation. Yes, it has not only destroyed our environment, but it is a threat. It is a danger to the future generation. You can write over here threat as well in place of a danger. Now, this essay would discuss the causes and effects of environmental pollution, such as air pollution and soil pollution. Let's move ahead to the second paragraph. It is the body paragraph number 1. So, first of all, air being first and foremost, air is being polluted by different kind of fumes like burning of fossil fuels, smoke which emits from vast industries, cause deleterious effect on people health. In addition, vehicles and air conditioner pass off a substance into air called CFC, which is chlorofluorocarbon, which is the main cause of ozone layer depletion. ACs are actually creating a substance in the environment, which is CFC, and it is a main cause of ozone layer depletion. The sun rays directly come to the earth. These intensive rays melt the ice cap in the polar region and raise the sea level. And this is called as global warming. Furthermore, see, these kind of words are important, students. Furthermore, in addition to these kind of words, you should use in your essays as well. Furthermore, intensive rays contain the ultraviolet rays and can lead to skin cancer in human due to prolonged exposure. Now, second body paragraph or body paragraph 2. Secondly, you can start like this, secondly, or you can start like in addition or furthermore. Secondly, soil pollution is a great menace. Menace means problem. Okay, it's a great menace. People dump their waste, especially non-degradable waste, and overusage of fertilizer. It pollutes the soil. It destroys the quality of land and turns it into a barren land. Okay. Moreover, factories and other businesses, industries dump their waste in swamps. Chemical contained and in the waste may spread to surrounding land by flood and make the adjacent land also polluted. To cite an example, mercury, which never degradable and which is never degradable, is you should add, which is never degradable, and it contains most of products, especially in bulbs. It moves through soil and pollute the entire land and even water also. So this is an example. The mercury is non-degradable and it is in most of the elements like bulbs, etc. It moves into the soil and it pollutes the entire land and even water as well. The effective management can reduce the effects of pollution. Now, here you are coming up with the conclusion. The conclusion is divided into two paragraphs, or you can simply merge it into one. Okay. The effective management can reduce the effects of pollution. If you effectively manage things, it can reduce the effects of pollution. Planting trees are the best answer for air pollution. Now, students, if you notice the body paragraph, we discussed about air pollution, we discussed about soil. You can add one more paragraph and talk about water pollution as well, okay, or noise pollution, because these are also a part of pollution, and this way your word count will increase. Okay, so it reduces the carbon ratio in the air and expels oxygen. Furthermore, reduce the usage of fossil fuels, also to reduce the air pollution. Government should encourage people to use alternative sources of energy and help people to reduce and reuse of products. Means, and you can also start tell some ideas that vehicles should be reduced, carpool system should be introduced and encouraged. Okay, these kind of things. Or you can talk about odd even system which was created by the government in Delhi. You can quote an example over here that the odd even system turned out to be a boon for the environment because it was really effective step taken by the government. So these kind of steps should be taken for the proper control of pollution. Okay, to recapitulate. Now, this is the word which you can use in conclusion to sum up or to recapitulate. Pollution is a great threat to mankind, even though at a drop of a hat, or even though at instantly, else it will be a death knell to the future generation. Or you can extend more over here that the pollution is a great threat not only to the humankind but to the wildlife as well. This whole environment is in danger of the pollution, so it should be completely eradicated. It should be, the steps should be taken to remove the pollution or reduce the pollution from the environment. So students, we have covered three more sample essays today. Two were related to the environment and one was related to the current issues, that is mob lynching. So I hope you have understood all the less essay explanation of today. So next time if you get any kind of essay like this or any topic revolving around these topics, you will be in position to write a perfect essay. Okay. So thank you students.